Hey, Tim.
Solid fight.
Here in the bubble, we checked temperature.
Not great,
for COVID-19. My man
solid.
just checked his temperature and he was done.
We're going to get you some highlights, talk about the fight, talk about what's next for Kavaliauskas.
Kavaliauskas needs to make a statement
Kavaliauskas.
and prove that he deserves a world
I am
title
TstreeT
shot.
Controversy with
And that's exactly what he did in the
FightView360.com.
last 2 rounds.
We cover every single major fight live.
Through the side door now. You know, it's time to show out. It's been a long time since we've seen this type of performance and knockout from Kavaliauskas, and he got it. He did it in great fashion. Like I said, check his temperature, come out. He hurt him at the end of that last round, and he came out and checked him early and jumped on him early. He came around the guard right there, landed right on the chin of Zewski. That sent him to the canvas.
That was
and
nice.
ended the fight.
Nice.
Here it is again. Beautiful setup. Just follow up. He knew he had his man hurt. He used his experience tonight. You know, he was patient tonight.
I started using the headphones, but my sound is so much better.
Set up this punch, the uppercut.
Should have did this years ago. I got to get a pop filter. It's going to get even more crisp.
Shot right there.
Because
great finish.
I'm working
great
on some
performance.
documentaries.
He showed a lot of experience.
And the sound's
he showed
gotta be
a lot
right.
of experience tonight. You know, in the beginning, you know,
Baby
he let
steps,
Zewski,
you know?
go ahead and work. Go ahead and work. Okay, go ahead and work.
All right, let's talk about some boxing. So, Egidijus Kavaliauskas, 22-1-1 with 18 KOs, has scored an 8th round TKO stoppage. On the cards, Zewski was winning 65-67 on 2 cards. Crazy. And yeah, it was a pretty, listen, let me just say this, right? I don't like doing this. And I don't like, what I'm about to say is I don't see him being top tier. Like, he's just going to, they're going to build him up to get another title shot or close to a title shot. Then he's going to get beat up again.
Clip, but it was those power shots from
against the top guys
Kavaliauskas that really took him
footwork.
to victory. The official time of
easy
the
to hit.
Mark Chinook.
He needed this motivation, confidence booster, though.
Here inside MGM Grand, this bout comes to a halt at 7 seconds of round number 8. For your winner by knockout, and now NABO and WBC Continental America's champion, Egidijus Mean Machine Kavaliauskas.
And just to put things into perspective, Mikael Zewski was up on 2 of the 3 scorecards going into that 8th round before Egidijus Kavaliauskas did what he had to do. He dropped him in the round before that, and then he came out because he knew he was hurt. And you know who else knew he was hurt? Kenny Bayless, who did a great job because he was keeping it.
He should rematch Ray Robinson.
What do you think about the scorecards and
where's he at?
Zewski being up?
What's he up to?
No, I can see why Zewski was up. Early on, he was controlling the action. He was throwing more punches, letting his combinations go. That's why you heard the urgency from the corner say that, hey, Kavaliauskas, you got to let your offense go. But little by little, he started breaking them down, went down to the body, slowed him down a bit, and then set him up. He used experience that he learned, trust me, from the Terrence Crawford fight into this performance tonight, and it showed.
A lot of
We're listening to the post-fight interview.
You learn more from your first loss than you do
and we'll
from
talk a
all
little
your
bit more about the
victories.
rankings
And if that's the
and
case for
147 and what's
Egidijus
possibly
Kavaliauskas,
next.
the student
But what
continues to
could
grow, and he's now
be
with
next.
Mark Kriegel.
Let's listen in. Oh, my bad.
Apparently, 2 of the 3
Please subscribe.
judges had you behind.
Follow me on Twitter.
How did you
I put
feel
it down
going?
below in the comment section.
Going good. I was making pressure. I did never give that guy to breathe. I was always making pressure, dominating the guy, throwing punches. I don't know. The guy was moving a lot, running, but I was seeing. I was controlling the fight. I was never in danger. I was never hurt. I was never like under some bad situations. I
always forget his English is good.
Was this the statement
I don't know why.
you wanted to make a dramatic?
He's
knockout?
Lithuanian, right?
Yeah. I want to do it faster, but it happened. You never can count on the knockouts. I was just working. I was making pressure. I saw him slowing down round by round. I see like every round he come in, he's weaker. He's weaker. He's not throwing that punch. I was just blocking his punch and not even feeling his power.
You were pretty candid with us in the fighter meeting, saying that the most realistic shot you have to get back for the title is a rematch with Terrence Crawford. How do you get there, or is there some other champion some other way?
Well, I think Crawford right now don't have no other choices in welterweight. I think I'm the guy he needs to give. Like, I can ask him, his team, with all the respect, give me a rematch, because these guys don't have no opponents yet, and I don't see nobody better giving the Crawford fight than I did.
Very well argued, Agus. Bernardo, back to you.
Yes, he did make an argument for getting another world title shot tonight.
I don't know why I didn't do this before. Put me like a little screen up here so we can, watch like the post fight and like look at the box rec. Oh wait, let's go full screen. I should have been did that, right? I gotta revamp all of this. I started like it looks a little dated. Some people say it looks smooth, like my little interface setup, but to me it's a little dated.
Right here, in we hope you'll join us for that.
So yeah, this is like. But anyway, this is like a year old. This setup, maybe a little bit more. So anyway, as I said, I like Kavaliauskas. But then again, I like a lot of fighters, but it don't mean like they be good or good enough to be champion. I'm not saying he's not good. He can probably beat me the fuck up. But I fight him. I bite him. Arr. Anyway, I won't cannibalize. I'm not Gash Ali or anything. But actually, I guess that would be like, all right, well, whatever. I won't bite him. All right. Anyway, moving on. David Evanesians, Juan Carlos Abreu, who's supposed to be fighting Jaron Ennis like next week. Jaron Ennis. Ray Robinson, Terrence Crawford. That's a nice little resume, man. Even though he hasn't been looking good overall, that's a nice little run right there. A nice little run. But when you look at the top tier guys at 147 pounds, he's already fought Terrence Crawford. And, well, we saw what happened right there. He did crack Terrence Crawford once, though, right? I think I remember some shit, right? Didn't he crack him once? Like a nice hard? I don't remember. So let's not go down that route. Errol Spence, Danny Garcia is taking place for the WBC and IBF 147-pound titles on November the 21st. I am hyped for that. They have, from my understanding, that there could be a crowd there. They have certain arenas on hold just in case. A crowd of some, Manny Pacquiao, Super World Champion. We do not know what he's doing next, but he's going to be fighting. Like, I don't see him coming back and fighting without a crowd. And I don't see his next fight being in the United States. So don't be surprised if he does fight a Mikey Garcia. That's what's always been, what's going on. Maybe the zone is going to try to bank on Manny and Mikey Garcia, but whatever. Terrence Crawford, Kell Brook is inching closer and closer. They got a nice little Teofimo, Lopez Loma promo. We're going to get to that, though. By the way, that's October. What's that, the 19th? Either way, we're going to be here covering that. And the shoulder content, too. What else? So, Terrence Crawford, Kell Brook inching closer. I like that Virgil Ortiz Jr. is inching towards, being a WBO Mando or in an eliminator of some sorts. Kudrilla Kutratillo Akdukororov. I didn't butcher that. I was at his last fight or fight before when he fought Luis Collazo. I'm not really high on him, and I think Sergey Limpinets may be able to beat him. And what else? Yordenis Ugas and Jamal James have two bullshit belts. No disrespect to the fighters, but that interim and that world belt, they're bullshit belts, and so is Virgil Ortiz's gold belt. Is bullshit. I only count the Super World title. I'm not counting no other bullshit titles. I'm not doing it no more. I'm done with it. I'm done with you, WBA. You make me sick. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't turn down vagina to be here. WBA, don't you get me untethered, all right? It's too damn late. Anyway, every time I talk about them, I just get sick to my... Ugh. I want to retch, but I'm not. I'm controlling myself. Fucking WBA. Sean Porter was in an eliminator. We don't know what he's doing. Keith Thurman, according to Boxing Scene's Keith Idett, Keith Thurman is a free agent. I mean, of course, he still ties to PBC, but overall, he's like a free agent. He can talk to people. That's crazy. But anyway, let me get up out of here. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Next week, we're going to be here for Lubin and Jose Pedraza. That, 2 different cards, Top Rank and 1 Showtime. Enos's return, also Tug Stutney MBR. I was at his last fight in Allentown. That's next week's boxing schedule. And then September the 26th is going to be big. You're going to have the World Boxing Super Series, Junior Dorticos versus Miras Bridas for the Cruiserweight and Ring Magazine. What is it, the WBC and the WBO? I believe it's just WBC. Because there's still some shit going on with the WBO, right? I believe it's just the WBC. Yeah, the WBC Diamond. And the Ring, if I'm correct, right? Then you have the Charlo's card, September the 26th. Charlo Rosario, Charlo Derevianchenko. Also, you have Josh Taylor fighting his mandatory on that day. And then you got UFC. So I'm going to be covering at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll have 12 post-fight videos out by that next Sunday night. That's crazy. It's going to be busy. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. Please subscribe.
Also, Teofimo's got to have more in his bag than just expecting to knock out and blow out a guy with the skills of Lomachenko.
Well, that last